Oh man, look at that. Look at that there. Survived 50 days. That means we are on the other half of the mountain. Gosh, surviving 100 days. Jeez. That is, this is turning out to be quite the sojourn, quite the odyssey, quite the journey. I mean, I have no doubt that we're going to do it. I don't think the game can get too much harder. I mean, it can get jankier and glitchier, and it could surprise me, but I don't think the game is going to get too much harder. I mean, I think this is about as hard as the game is going to get. Obviously, there is always room to make mistakes. There's always room to get arrogant and underestimate the game and take a stupid risk. But I'm pretty sure that it's basically just going to be more of the same. So as usual, I will take suggestions. One of the suggestions that was interesting, that someone wanted me to just do one lap around the map just for the heck of it. And yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do an episode where we do one lap around the map without a car.
There's some pros and cons.
I can bring any supplies I want, but I can't use a car. That's basically the rule. I'm going to assume Mackie is tired, but we're not going to do that yet. First, we're going to do stuff like clean up the remaining plague arts and so forth. Look at Serafina. Agriculture. Her days are numbered. Maria, although not as cute as Serafina, which, you know, that does count in Fox's book. Unfortunately, Serafina developed the negative trait extremely competitive. You'd think that it would be a double-edged trait. You'd think that because she's so competitive, I don't know, it would make her, like, better at things, but no, her days are indeed numbered. So who's gonna go out? Well, let's send Ladislaw out.
Brothers and sisters, it's good to be back on the air. When the Zeds breached the studio, I thought I was dead. But as we all know, the Lord works in mysterious ways. Keep the faith.
We've kind of got an emergency here. Can you help?
You know, every time someone is like, oh no, they might die, it's like they never die. That's one thing I've noticed, which, here we go. Let's try out the crow's beak. So we're gonna do some more weaponry. Let's just hit this one and that one and just clean up the oddball ones. You right here. And what weapon should we use? Let's go to the bottom and work our way up. The police sniper rifle. This has just been a pretty good weapon in general. Let's just equip that as our... Oh, here we go. A shotgun. How many shotgun shells do we have? 80? That should be more than enough to kill a plague art. I always say that, though, don't I? So, to replicate what they had for the sight, or the crosshairs they had one of these on. And that's why their sights were so, or their crosshair was so tight, because they had that choke on it. Which, to be completely honest, I think this is perfectly good for a shotgun. This would let you engage at a longer range, but why do you want to engage at a long range with a shotgun? The point of a shotgun is to be very handy and accurate at a close range. And the tighter the aim, the more likely you are to miss at close range. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to put a choke on it. Let's bring a second weapon out. We'll go ahead and bring this one out. This one's going to take a while to kill some enemies, to be completely honest. And that's because it's bolt action. This is our last scent block, and we're not going to be able to make any more. That's kind of sad, actually. What a bummer. Maybe we shouldn't do that then. Maybe we should harvest some plague samples? If we run out of plague samples, we won't be able to destroy the hearts quite as efficiently. That could be a problem. Maybe we should pyro launch these 4 and harvest some samples to keep us going. I kind of like that idea, actually. Because this is our last one. Like, let's we have to invest intelligently. We'll keep this though. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna burn those 4 locations. We're gonna need more than this ammo, though. That's not enough to get the job done. Yes. Is that gonna be enough to destroy 4? Let's do 1 more. Better safe than sorry. There, that should be enough to deal with them. And I do want to... Actually, I'm not going to bring this with me. The reason I'm not going to is because we want to actually be able to carry our equipment. So we're going to loot those, and like I said, we are kind of in a recovery mode right now. Because our supplies are being stressed. We'll bring this as well, because I'm gonna want the extra kit, just as many slots as possible. He swing his crow's beak around a little bit. Pretty vicious looking, I think. Got these nasty spikes on from the fence posts. Let's load this up and let's get out of here. Where's the mysterious broadcast? Maybe we can see what they want along the way.
Be there in 2 shakes.
Or can we? Yes, we can. Wow. Whoa, look at all those freaks! Might be a change of plans real quick. Those guys are perfectly good opportunities to get plague samples. There's like no reason to not harvest them for plague samples. Let me go get out my my crossbow and my BFG. Crossbow. Why the crossbow? Better chance of plague samples dropping. BFG.
Damn germs out there. Nice. Real graceful.
Yeah, let's go get us some plague samples. This guy is not. This guy doesn't count. You don't have plague samples. Oh, are we going to be able to isolate this jug? You see him run his ally over? Oh, that's funny. Just come on over. Or don't. You also can just not come over. Okay, can he not step over it? Is it like beyond his capability? Come on. Here you go. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, but can you run in a circle? No, you can't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know how to execute no more. Okay, that obviously got their attention. Gives me time to change and get a headshot. Oh my gosh. It's like I'm either used to shooting guns or I'm used to shooting crossbows. Like just going back and forth between them is not doing me any favors. This guy's gotta like needs to settle down. I don't remember going through the reloading animation, but sure, we'll take it. Can you go in a circle? No, he can do that though. That's a much better attack for him to use because it doesn't rely on him being accurate. Okay. That's fine. Get some more of our samples. Get rid of him. Obviously we're making a huge ruckus, but still got more arrows to try and... Haven't gotten any drops though. That's kind of unfortunate. I mean, aside from the guaranteed drops from the juggernauts. Oh, here's one. Me those samples.
There, we're under attack, so get your ass here now.
Wow, so demanding. I don't know if I like your tone.
Got a big fat bloater here.
Yeah, what about the bloaters? Forgot all about those guys. Get the sample. We got another sample over there. Whoa, 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 my guy got, like, turned around for a moment. What the heck was that? You know, this plague heart could actually be a good way to spawn periodic plague zombies in for harvest. Liking the idea of that, actually, so maybe we'll leave it here for a while. Pick up a few cents. How many did we get? We got 9. Hey, that's not bad. It's a decent start, actually. We can invest 2 of them to clear our current plague level. Fine, so let's go and do that. Oh, does that actually work? Stabilizing foam. Oh, yeah. I guess you could just heal to full for free. Doesn't heal injuries, but it's still really good. Pretty good. Okay, let's put this crap away. Oh yeah, I was going to cure my infection level. There we go. Back to what we were doing earlier. So we've got survivors in need. Let's go see the mysterious broadcast first. We're going to delay those guys one just because they're being so rude about it. Who do they think they are? I'm the king of Drucker County. They think they could just, like, demand things from me? I hope they become hostile. Hope they become hostile so I can, like, get them. All these quests are popping in. I'm in the middle of trying to do something while there's daylight, and they're just, like, appearing while I'm trying to do something. So this is probably a location that's been screwed by zombies.
Sorry we didn't get here sooner, guys.
Oh. I'll sell it. Scrap it. Grenade? Eh. Don't need a grenade. What do you got? Oh, okay, here's our note. Oh, okay, so it's the crossbow killer. Ladislaus sounding a little bent. Nothing interesting. So where is our crossbow killer? Back at base? That's fine. It allows us to rearm into a... Allow us to rearm into an anti-hostile mode, or anti-human mode. Since these are not the Rousey protocols, I am not required to resolve things peacefully. And I'm not going to. No one gets to just do stuff in my Drucker County. No one gets to just do that without my permission. So I'm going to make sure this guy pays for that. Thinking he can just, like, do whatever he wants. We will see about that. At this rate, I'm not going to have any sunlight left, and we might have to just call off the plague art attacks for later, which, I mean, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Those plague arts aren't going anywhere.
If you're hearing this, get over here and help. We're getting killed.
What if I hear this and don't care? That's the real question. What are we gonna use to blast this guy? DevGru. I mean, honestly, what we're gonna try to do is use the bloater gas grenades. Are we out? No, we got plenty. And... Do you have a med kit? No, let's make a med kit. Okay. Yeah, I can already tell that the overall light is starting to dim. Which means in the next 5 minutes or so, it's going to be nighttime. Okay, well there's the barrel. Where's our crossbow killer? Over here. Could be far enough away that the feral leashes. I don't think we'll have to worry about it. So what we're gonna do is the moment I choose my dialogue option, I'm just gonna throw a bloater grenade. Get rid of some of these guys who are gonna make noise. Let's see who our crossbow killer is. Some ninja chick girl. Make sure I'm aiming low enough. So we could say, there's no place for you. Take a hint and move on. Drop the crossbow, get out of town now. You're too dangerous.
Time for you to go straight to hell.
Oh, looks like we'll have to defeat zombified her.
We better put her back down.
Alrighty, let's see what our loot is. Show me potato salad. That's good, that's good. Another Echo X3, a Tonto, a backpack to sell. All pretty good stuff. Might even grab that crowbar for an extra 22 or 20 something parts. So people have asked periodically, how do you get an Echo X3? And that's one of the ways to do it, is if you kill the crossbow killer from the mysterious quest, so always check out your mysterious quests, then you can get an Echo X3 from the crossbow killer. As you just saw there. If you are on standard zone, you can just like shoot her in the head or something. But if you're on nightmare zone, you can do what I just did. Just toss in a, what do you call it? Just toss in a bloater grenade the moment you pick the dialogue option. Doesn't matter if you gas yourself, as you could see. I took a little bit of damage, but it wasn't too bad. That said, there's no reason to waste supplies right now, because we're trying to kind of be in a recovering state, so let's go ahead and just dump this stuff off and change characters. I'll even let him use that for now, so in case we want to have somebody else use the crow's beak. So who we're going to send out instead? Let's send out Eric. When was the last time we used Eric? I think we used Eric somewhat recently, but let's send an OG character out. Time for you to get equipped, Eric. Alright, you're going to be doing some standard missions, because, you know, that's what we got right now. Standard missions. So you're going to have that. What are your skills? Acrobatics, close combat. Let's get this ability going then.
Don't laugh, but I'm starting to think we might just have a future after all.
We do want a pyro launcher in case we get jumped by Feral. They're all damaged, so we'll just use this one. And that's it. We want to leave room for equipment that we find. So let's continue responding to some quests. The lab rabbits, and we also have a wandering trader. So the demanding lady is gone. Oh well, she deserved it. Vehicle's already prepped, and it's got decent gas, so let's go. Off we go to the wandering trader. See if they are selling anything we want. So, question is, when am I going to start doing State of Decay 1? Probably after I complete the Echo series video, which I have nearly mastered all of the audio. All I have to do is listen to it one more time and make any, like, last adjustments, like if I don't like the sentence structure or if there's an error I missed. Once it's mastered, though, that's when I'm actually going to start laying down the video. Once I've laid down the video, I'm also going to transfer over my Echo weapons to the Nightmare Zone so I can use them there. And the reason I haven't done that yet is simply because in the event I need more footage with them, I want the ability to just be able to Use them on demand. Oh,
Don't get dead, okay?
talk to Nate.
Hey there. Hello.
Oh man, you're selling a lot
I'm
of
from a
stuff.
group called the Network. I'm hoping we can help each other out.
We'll take the
You
medicine.
say to a bit of bartering.
Whatever.
He's like super friendly at first. He's like, "Oh, we're to help you out." What do you say to a bit of oh, whatever. Wow, what a sudden change in mood.
I think we can help each other out.
Sure.
What do you say to a bit of bartering?
Sure.
I don't think there's anything else here I want. I was looking at the white noise machine, but I mean, we already got two, so we could fast loot these.
It was worth it after all.
Because if we make noise, you know, they can deal with it for us.
I'm headed your way.
I owe you.
Another hostile survivor. These guys are just coming out of the woodwork right now. We'll respond to the lab rats and destroy the infestation while we're there. Very convenient. We're just really just stacking some of these objectives together. That is the way I like to do it. I like to... Oh, no, no, no. I saw him. I saw him. I saw him. You can't trick me. I mean, it's not entirely true. But you're gonna have to try harder to trick me. Can I get through here? Yeah, there we go. I wonder if they do that on purpose. Is there programming to detect choke points where you are likely to... where you're likely to have to drive through? And that feral sounded super far away, so I'm not too worried about that. It's so awkward rolling.
We could use an extra hand over here. Can you spare anyone?
They'll probably hear that, so we're gonna roll away, I guess.
Watch the feral.
Mistake. There's the screamer. I hear somebody closing in. Apparently that wasn't all the zombies, but now that the screamer's down, we can finish it. Anyone home?
Time to get searching.
There's a good about 4 of them behind this door.
That won't work.
Oh my gosh. Fine.
I need a breather.
Okay, can you get over fences efficiently? Can you get over fences efficiently? One of them's gonna scream. I should stop screwing with them, and then that's just gonna cause more problems. Okie dokes. No, I want you to close. I don't know why I'm closing these doors. Is this a gun store? Why don't we loot this gun store while we're here, actually?
Not a shambling corpse to be seen.
I'm impatient. We're just gonna like super loot.
Going far with all this.
What is your wit skill? Oh, you have stealth. We can super loot all we want, so... Take some of these weapons to scrap.
Got nothing.
Since we have stealth, we can fast search all we want and we won't get a search crash. Which is pretty much the only way I would find looting to be tolerable at this stage of the game. I think we can do better than that. Possibly. More bullets. Leave the rest behind. Take the gun, I guess. 23 parts or cases of chemicals. 23 parts, I guess.
I don't think I can go.
Maybe things are finally turning around.
Yeah, we need to dump some of this crap off. Let's see what they want first. I could have swore there was a ramp somewhere around here. This it? Yes, it is. One of these days, I just need to like drive around and find the shortcuts in Drucker County just to make the zone less insufferable.
Hey, come on in.
Who do I need to talk to? This guy, it seems like.
How's it going?
Brusser disappeared while collecting zombie fingers at the mobile home. Think you can dig him up? Dig him up.
Aye,
A, interesting way to phrase it. Like a juggernaut spawned approximately where we were in that general area. Spawns are always chasing you in this game. That is the Nightmare Zone way, which gets annoying. But what can you do? Hopefully in State of Decay 3, because I'm certain that this will not be fixed in State of Decay 2. I think it's just a limitation of the game engine. But hopefully that is not something they have to worry about in State of Decay 3. Throw all this stuff in here. Okay, which of these are heavier? 5 pounds, 3.5, so let's put this in. And where is this guy's buddy at? Wow, he's like on the other side of the wood. Might as well drop our stuff off at base. Wow, could you have possibly... never mind. Why am I... that's all I can feel right now. My description of how I feel is... And you know, we've never done this quest before. I should just see this quest to completion just because I have never completed this quest line before. Oh no! Don't try and get me, oh wait, I remember. I remember. You're not gonna get me again. You gotten me already like 3 times in this rotation of the map. I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention!
Some help right now.
You know, I guess I'm glad people are asking for help at night, because it's sometimes like I'm wondering what do we do at night, because I don't like to do a lot of demolition stuff at night. I like to have daylight for it. So, you know, they're giving us all these stupid quests to do. Okay, let's see what we can put in. Ammo? Sure. Medicine? Sure. Building materials? Sure. Medicine? Sure. Very nice. Well, we need to refuel while we're here. So a lot of people are saying that watching my Nightmare series has inspired them to do it. One thing I will say, when you play, it's going to be a lot harder because I am much further in the game. I've got a ton of resource. Why did I come in here manually? There was no need for me to enter here manually. Like I'm on like autopilot. Autopilot for something I'm not sure of though. Like why am I on autopilot? What was I on autopilot for? But it's going to be way, way harder. Part of the reason why the game seems easier for me is because I have a sense of the danger I'm in. Like I have a sense of the sound the zombies make. I have a sense for when I create too much sound, when they create too much sound. I've just got a feel for it, so a lot of the reason why I don't get into as much danger is simply because I can sense, not perfectly, but I can sense the amount of danger I'm currently in or that I could be in. And I just avoid a lot of the really ugly situations. I also travel a lot. Traveling can reduce the threat in the game. It does mean you use up a lot of fuel, but on the other hand, what it does is by traveling a lot, you force the spawns to quote-unquote chase after you. But I believe there is a limit to the quantity of zombies and freaks in the game, so if you're basically forcing the game to spawn a whole bunch of freaks all over the map, I think it just kind of like dilutes the quantity of freaks. Which is why in the beginning of a Nightmare zone, you probably don't want to spend too much time at your home base, because if you get like a plague horde that shows up at your base, really, are they? Okay, good. They're past the plague heart.
That plague heart can't be far away. I think I smell it.
Because, you know, if you get like a full-fledged plague juggernaut horde in the beginning of the game, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Not gonna be able to fight them.
Abandon this area as soon as possible.
Okay.
Lead on.
Sure. Was this literally just a...
Success indicates we were correct about you.
You're welcome, and thanks for the compliment.
This was literally just get a guy, pick him up, fight not a single enemy, and just go back to base? Sure, why not? Waste a ton of gas. Sure, why not? There we go. But yeah, typically speaking, in the beginning of a Nightmare zone, you're going to want to be careful about how much time you spend around the base, because if you spawn some ferals, your team might be able to deal with that, especially if it's just one feral. Your team can, like, beat the crap out of them in hand-to-hand combat. Even that can be a problem, though, because in the beginning of the game, you're not going to be able to build the level 2 infirmary very easily. So any injuries you get are going to basically be permanent until you can get that infirmary up. So in the beginning, it's really important to not fight where necessary. Which is tough, because on one hand you're trying to get your fighting skill up, but on the other hand you need to avoid getting injured as much as possible. I mean, it's going to happen. You're just going to get scratched by a zombie and get a random injury, but it's something that you just want to avoid combat where possible in the very beginning of the game. And you really want a lot of fuel. Why did we stop at the base? What am I doing? I'm thinking so much about talking that I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, you don't want to be at your base too often. You don't want to fight too often. Not until you get that... Oh man, did we just get all of them? No, I think we got 2 of them. That was still a ton of just free influence right there. Like over 100 influence, like 100 and like almost 150 influence. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so don't be at the base too much. Try not to fight. You need a lot of fuel in the beginning. Fuel is really important because you want to be able to drive around a lot. Not just because it spreads out the spawns, but because if you have a lot of fuel... Oh my god, another one just suicided on us. It's amazing. Another free 60 influence. And it hit the side of the vehicle too, so it wasn't even an engine hit. The, wait, the ramp is around here, isn't it? No, I think I went too far, but it should be okay. Or will it be okay? Let's just go back. All these events keep interrupting my train of thought. Oh yeah, the reason why you want to drive around a lot is because by having a lot of fuel and by being able to drive around a lot, it simply means that you're going to be able to choose your looting locations a lot better. Like, if you find a place and it's just full of zombies, well, if you have a lot of fuel, you can be judicious about what areas you loot. You're not going to be, like, desperate if you have enough fuel. Because you could just, like, oh, there's too many zombies here? Meh. I'll go to another location. Not a big deal.
No problem.
Yeah, let's buy 6 samples, 6 influence. Why not? Like dirt cheap. Zombie threat at home, wandering trader. These guys over here want survivor in trouble. How long until the zombie threat? 7 minutes. It's always something. How many times have we been back and forth to our base? How many times? They're just like... They're intentionally running my fuel out. To respond to this, let's go ahead and call in a fuel trader. We can't. 8 minutes until we can call in a fuel trader. Jeez. That sucks. We'll go back though, it's get our 6 ammo basically. If we have time, we will help the perfect strangers. Man, it's always something. They're really like stretching my time thin. If this was Mayor Valley, it wouldn't be a problem since we could just drive wherever the heck we want. Even at nighttime, we could drive basically wherever we want. What turn do I make? This way. Is this the right way? Yes, it is. There's the feral that suicided into us. It annoys me. Let me tell you right now, it annoys me having to just constantly go back and forth between the base. Yep. Yep. Okay, we will defend and protect our ammo and also get a little bit of influence.
I know this looks bad, but we have to fight him off.
We'll let our allies do it. In the meantime, we're just gonna check the base status. Okay, so do we need to activate anything? This. That's on good. Those need to be activated.
Deadheads are going crazy on our base.
Do one of these. Just to keep our materials in kind of a mid-level.
Burn these motherfuckers down.
We don't need to activate that because we're not in any, like, immediate danger. I do like this ability a lot, the primary cure, which is, improved. You just need knowledge of medicine to get it started, but the minus 50% injury chance That is only available if you have somebody with surgery. You see it down at the bottom, knowledge of surgery. I have been enjoying this one. I do think that the minus 50% injury chance does make a difference in Nightmare Zone. It's overkill in Standard Zone, but I do think it's pretty good here. But the best thing is that you don't need to activate it all the time. You just activate it if you're doing something really dangerous, like fighting hostile humans. And yeah, they can still give you that headshot that brings you down to critical health, but at the same time, it gives you that better probability of them just hitting you, doing a lot of damage, but not necessarily downing you. It also means that those random scratches that you get from duking it out with zombies, you're much less likely to get an injury. And remember, that's what gets you killed in State of Decay are injuries. Oh. Your character can take a ton of damage as long as they don't get injured. I would say two things kill you in State of Decay. Injuries and, obviously, if you get fully plagued. Because if you get fully plagued, you can't move very effectively.
So we can survive shit like this.
Okay, that's done. So these, they want food. We happen to have a decent amount of food, so we'll see. I want to see if they're worth giving the food to first. So we're gonna check their skills. We'll bring the food just in case. We'll see if we even want them as an ally. Look at all this gasoline that we're wasting. Driving back and forth. So how am I going to determine whether I want them as an ally? Mainly by their skills. If they don't have any skills that I want, then I'm just not going to give it to them. And if I don't give it to them, then one of two things will happen. They will either leave, or they'll turn hostile. And if they leave, meh. And if they turn hostile, I will get to change their attitudes forcibly. They'll get to join, they'll get to become real cast members of The Walking Dead.
When the government asked Western Ally to deliver food to refugee camps, we said hell yes. And when people ask if Red Talon's gonna finish this fight, I give them the same answer.
I really would like to see some story progression with Red Talon and the network. You know, Heartland gave us stuff to speculate about, but I think what people really want is more progression with the core storyline. Even if they just add additional Red Talon conversations and add additional network conversations, that would be nice. Anything, really. It looks like we did make it in time. Wow, how do we get in here? Alright, here we go. This is your base.
Hello.
Hey, let's check your skills.
Yo.
Mechanics? No.
Have a good one.
You could be decent. Alright, I'll bite.
That was helpful.
That guy doesn't have a skill, so we might be able to teach him something. And what about you? Computers? Carol Shoemaker. Interesting. Yeah, for sale.
Why not?
Interesting stuff. Take that. Do I need ammo? Not really.
Good to see you.
Let's haggle.
Sure.
I could take some parts,
All
though.
this.
Or materials, rather. Okay, so, you know, They might just be proving their worth. And we're finally out of quests. So let's check our status. Looking for anomalies. We got these guys here. Why are they so mad at us? These guys have been trouble for us in the past, but they sound like they're in a jam. We could lend a hand. They might be part of a quest. And there's no infestations or anything. Well, I think we're basically primed for a interesting episode next time. We've doctored up a lot of these dumb quests. And I believe night is beginning to lift. See, whenever I attempt to run ferals over, I always miss. Maybe I should just, like, narrowly miss them. Maybe their AI will just jump in the wrong direction. So here's what I think we're going to do. So tomorrow, even if we get some quests, unless they're a really interesting quest, you know, we're going to be selfish. We're going to put our own priorities first. And we are going to start, we're either going to bust up some, we might do both. We'll bust up some plague arts, and we're going to deal with that hostile community. Unless they're actually a quest-activated thing, and it turns out that they are dead or something. We'll see, though. Like, there have been a lot of hostile communities. I think there's also a neutral community, although we may have just become friendly with them. But we'll need to take a look at some of them, because, you know, like, there are going to be no fence-sitters in Azrael Dreamers. What region am I in? Drucker County. There's going to be no fence-sitters. You know, you're either going to be on my side, or you're going to be on the zombie side. There will be no in-between. Yeah, let's put this in. Take these parts. What is this screamer doing? No, you don't.
Shut up already!
My thoughts exactly. Let's see, let's pick a few zombies off and see how this weapon feels at downtown ranges. Oh, there's my first miss. This is what makes zombies annoying to snipe. Every time you shoot even one of them, see, they're gonna be like, "Oh, did you hear something? What was that?" What's this one doing? Are you like a renegade? Like you think you just walk in a different direction? That's what happens when you try to be different. Want to be a non-conformist? Oh, it's 2 misses. That's a hit, but it wasn't a kill shot. Overall, I would say this weapon is quite accurate. Obviously, you gotta deal with the sway. But as you can see, it's not too big of a deal for this weapon. So, not a bad weapon. It's serviceable. I would say it's pretty similar to the AW. Let's go take a look at the Spec Ops AW. Where are we? Good old Spec Ops AW. Is that it right here? Yep. Spec Ops AW. Let's see how the scope feels on this weapon. Magnification feels pretty much the same. So if you don't have this weapon here, the police sniper rifle, you could go with the Spec Ops AW. Very similar weapon, also bolt action, just put a silencer on it. It is immune to damage, so it doesn't matter what silencer you put on it. If you want another alternative, now maybe you would say, oh, but I don't like, I want to use the 556 rounds. An alternative to that would be, let me see if I have one. The Hunter's Bolt Scout.
Stuff.
Hunter's Bolt Scout's a great weapon. Got pretty good zoom. It might not, actually, it might be similar in strength. So you've got Hunter's Bolt Scout. As you can see, right, let's compare it to the, ignore the quietness stat, that's just because it's got, the silencer on it. In fact, it actually looks like, technically, the Hunter's Bolt Scout is better because it has technically more range, technically more control, and technically worse accuracy. So, but that's another, I told you that, how unique are these weapons, honestly? No, not super unique. The best weapon of them all is going to be the Echo S2 when I do transfer it over. And, I'm eager to get that weapon into the game. Nevertheless, we'll continue using specifically the police sniper rifle just because it's a DLC weapon. Let's not waste any more time, though. I want to save as much daylight as possible so that we can actually get to business. So, that was the end of this episode. Not a whole lot went on. Did some quests. It's nighttime. It's very dangerous to do things at nighttime. I might call in some things in between missions or in between sessions, although I might not. I want to save as much daylight as possible. Tomorrow, though, we're probably going to neutralize these guys, unless they're quest-related and something happens to them, and then we're probably going to bust up some of these plague guards. I'll check my stockpile of plague samples, and then we'll just grab some more of the new DLC weapons and see how they do. I know a lot of people are saying that, oh, they're going to do just as well as any other weapon. Yes, I know, but we've got to do something. We have to do something in the show. Like, the show is going to be, like, super, super repetitive. It probably already is a bit repetitive. We got to do something, which is why I'm probably going to take them up on this. I'm probably going to do this, like, after I clear out all the plague guards, I will run a full lap around Drucker County, because, I don't know, it sounds like a really stupid idea. And, do I have someone with Marathon? We don't have anyone with Marathon, so that's going to make it even harder. But whatever, we'll send someone expendable out in the event that they die. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future State of K2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.